Don't touch that dial. You don't want to miss our next story.
During the course of life, many of us will face a serious health crisis. And in those moments of stress, fear, and difficulty, it's critically important to be surrounded by top experts who are the best in their field and truly care about your well-being. That insight is at the core of Texas Radiology Associates.
Radiologists are medical doctors, first and foremost. We're highly trained. Most of us have 6 to 9 years of fellowship training and residency training beyond medical school. So we become experts in imaging in order to help other doctors, whether it's your primary care, your cardiologist, your neurologist, pediatrician, oncologist, gynecologist, in managing your health, diagnosing disease, and we also become experts in some cases using image-guided therapy of certain diseases. You have to know not only human anatomy and all human illnesses. Patients are very complex. As highly trained as you are, you may see something that you have not ever seen in your life before. We as a group consult with each other. We have systems to network with each other. We conferences. And so I think it's also that commonality of people in your subspecialty that you can work with and learn from.
For Amy Freshwater, radiology is not some abstract medical discipline. She wouldn't be alive today if not for the work of her radiologist. And that's how much it matters.
I went in to see Dr. Krakos because my doctor thought she felt something on my other breast. And upon doing the mammogram, found something that concerned her, and it ended up being cancer. I had my 5-year-old with me at the time, and that's when she called me. And it was around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I remember it very well. And she just asked me where I was, if I could talk, and I knew right then this was not going to be a simple conversation. And she informed me that it did come back as cancer and that it was caught early. She kept talking, and all I kept thinking was, I have cancer and I have 2 small children. And that was the hardest thing for me. I got myself together. She regrouped with me. She knew I was not paying attention 100%. And I just asked her, so now what? Now what? Now what do we do? But the way in which she handled it literally from that day onward was this sense of calm came over me. As nervous as I was, as scared as I was, she always made me feel like I was her only patient she had.
We saw a very small abnormality in her breast, in her left breast. It was so small she couldn't feel it, or certainly her doctor couldn't feel it. So again, that's the whole reason for doing screening mammograms, is to find breast cancer when it's very small. Because hers was so early, we didn't need to do chemotherapy. We didn't need to sample lymph nodes under her arm, which is a more extensive surgery. And that's basically all that she needed.
This type of life-saving work often goes unnoticed by the general public. After all, there is a big difference between radiologists and any other doctors at the hospital. But for Amy Freshwater, radiologist means something much more.
Finding Dr. Krakos 16 years ago was a blessing for me. They do so much more than identify broken bones. Radiologists save lives. They save lives every day, whether it's through a mammogram, a CAT scan, an MRI. They're the ones that are reading it. They're the ones that are giving your physicians the information about what is going on in your body that you can't see.
It's so rewarding. We train for years to try and find things like this when it's very small, and we can absolutely treat it and see how well they do and watch their children grow up, and just knowing that I helped make that possible is incredibly rewarding.
Texas Radiology Associates staffs 38 hospitals and 38 imaging centers across the state. With over 140 radiologists in their network, the company has steadily grown since its founding in the 1970s because of the quality of their people.
You want to find something in life that you enjoy going to do, that it's not true work. You work with exceptional people. We have to, constantly train ourselves to be at the best of our game. But it's very exciting to be able to do this because it does benefit more people.
For more information about Texas Radiology Associates, go to texasradiology.com or go to our website, thebalancingAct.com.